Hey guys, it's Jen from JKatsKreations, and today I'm going to be showing you a very easy and quick little deco mesh angel that I came up with the other day. I was totally trying to do something else and ended up creating this, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. I thought they were kind of cute, and like I said, super easy to make. So these are a few that I've made so far. As you can see, I've kind of had a run with the gold fabric mesh here. But these two actually were like the first two I made, and I didn't put halos on them. And this one I just made, and I'll be showing you how to attach a halo if that's what you want to do. And if you don't want to, then you know, just don't do that part of the process. It's up to you. I just think they're pretty cute, very simple. This one I had used 1.5 inch ribbon in the middle, and the one I'll be showing you today will also be 1.5. This one was a 2.5 inch ribbon, and I basically just folded it over twice on itself to get the same thickness. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So I'll get these out of the way. So what we're going to need for this, it's actually only 3 pieces of deco mesh. And actually with this one, the rose gold is deco mesh and the gold is fabric mesh. So you can use the fabric mesh, deco mesh, poly burlap if you wanted to. You know, any of those would work just as fine with it. And they are the 10 by 10 rolls that I'm using, and I cut the pieces 10 inches long, so you have a 10-inch square. So these were just the 2 that I had used. So then we will also need 3 pipe cleaners. 2 of these actually we will be cutting in half, which I'll do right now. So then we'll have 4 shorter ones, and the last longer one is if you want to make the halo, but if you don't, then you don't need this for anything at all. As I said, for this one I will be using, it's a 1.5 inch wired ribbon. I actually just got this from Craft Outlet the other day. I thought it was really pretty. It's a rose gold and gold plaid kind of a color, so I thought that was a really pretty one. This is the item number if you guys want to check it out. And then just also a quick note on one of the ones I had made. I don't have it anymore. I had actually gotten this ribbon from the Dollar Tree a while back, and I used this instead. And this is just a satin ribbon, but pretty much when I fold up the 1.5 inch, it's going to come out to the same width as the Dollar Tree satin ribbon. So if this is something you guys like, you know, if you have a decent selection of these at your local Dollar Tree, you can definitely stock up to use these for the middle. And it is what, 5/8 of an inch by 9 feet. So for $1 you could get quite a few centers out of that. You will need a rotary cutter and mat, or scissors. Of, you know, it's only 3 pieces of mesh, so it's up to you guys, and hot glue. So we'll just get going on this because it's pretty quick and easy. Okay, so I have the 2 gold and 1 rose gold. The 2 gold are the ones I decided that I wanted for the wings, and the rose gold will be the center. So whatever you know, guys decide color wise, however you want to do it, it's totally up to you. It's just what I have on hand. So to show you how to make the fold for the wing, you're just going to fold down, make a triangle shape, and then I just kind of squish it so it's nice. I don't want it all stretched out, so I just kind of make it to where it's a nice triangle. I take this side, fold it over to the other side completely, and so now I have this. Once again, I'm not trying to stretch anything out, it's just the way it is, and I just keep the edges matched up as much as possible. Then I fold one side in like that, and then the other side. So now it looks like this. And I just kind of, you know, fix it up, make sure it's all straight like that. So with these, what do I usually do about 4 inches from where I'm going to put the pipe cleaner. I'm on the 20 mark here. This is 16, so it's just a touch over. So I'm going to take one of my pipe cleaner halves and wrap that around. And so that's what that looks like for the wing. So I'm just going to make the other wing. Now to match it up, you could either just, you know, if you have a ruler, if you have your grid, you know, on your mat, you just want to kind of match it up with the one you already made. However you want to do that, just to make sure that they're even at that point. Okay, so those match up pretty well. And if not, then just untwist it and, you know, move your pipe cleaner up or down, whatever you need to do at that point, and then twist it back up. So we have the wings, and then for the head and body part, same thing. We're going to fold it in half down here like this. This is actually going to be the daisy petal. You bring that down, and then bring that down. And this one is, it's about 3.5 inches is what I do from where I'm going to put the pipe cleaner to the top. Now this rose gold, even though it's a very, very pretty mesh, it is very thin and it does like to fray. Now on these, as you can see, we're not going to be cutting anything off. So if you do have some fray, I think I'm picking it up there, you just clip it off with scissors. It's not really that big a deal. You can totally wait until it's all done and just any fray that you have in the back, just clip it off. So any of the other colors of Deco mesh, there's only a few that are thin like this, like the teal color is a thin one, or actually it's not teal, it's peacock blue is what it's called on the Craft Outlet website. They're a little bit thinner, but any of the other, you know, regular ones, it's like this one, you could see how it's a little bit thicker to work with than this. But I thought the colors were pretty, so it's what I went with. So now you have your 3 pieces. You're just going to take them and put them together, match up where your pipe cleaners are. That's your guide. You see I've got them all lined up. Then on the back we have all of our pipe cleaner bits. We're just going to twist these together. I give a good couple of twists because we're going to be using this little part here to attach the halo and the hanging loop. So this is what it looks like. For now. So now we come to the back. Now the piece of ribbon, I cut 4 inches. Sometimes I trim off a little bit, sometimes I use all of it, depends on how it just kind of overlaps when I do it. What I found to make it a little bit easier, so I just fold it into thirds to give the width that I want. I just get a little hot glue just to kind of tack it down into that fold, so I'm not kind of fighting with it when it's come time to put this on. So that's all. I just glued it so it stays like that. It just makes it a little bit easier when it comes time to put it on. So I do that now and I just put it aside. And then for the halo, this is the long pipe cleaner that we didn't cut. I just do the halo size I decided I like is about 2-inch circle. So I just line it up with my mat and twist that end over. And that's your little halo. So then I just go ahead and kind of line it up to, you know, and you could get it a little bit rounder, you know, fix it up after the fact. So I just kind of figure out how far above the head I want that. And then down here, I take it and I twist this part around my pipe cleaners that I've already got twisted together there. So that's how I attach that. And then also, because this can be like a little springy and bouncy, what I've been doing that seems to help keep it a little more where I want is I just put a little bit of hot glue back here and then stick it so it doesn't have as much spring to it. It's just a little bit like right here. I'm going to hold that for a second. This just seems to help keep it a little bit straighter, not as springy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little bit of the twist that we did here, but I'm going to cut off the rest of the pipe cleaner ends. So now you can see we just kind of have like a little nub. And then the other half of a pipe cleaner, the last half that we have, I just make a little circle. I twist the ends together. And this also is going to go around that little nub that we have. And this will be the loop for a hanging loop. So I just kind of get it around it. That's all, just shape it around it. I get a little hot glue and I put it next to where I'm going to fold this little nub down. Just be careful when you do this, it's hot, obviously. And then I just get a little more hot glue in and around all of this just to kind of secure it down. Just going to give it a second to dry up just a little. So that's all just around this whole thing to kind of keep everything secure and together. But now we're going to take the ribbon and wrap it all around it. So that's kind of your extra layer of security that none of this is going to go anywhere. I really don't like, you know, if one's turned a little bit more, I just kind of, you know, squish them around until I like where they are. So then I take our ribbon that is now dry, and this gets wrapped around the middle. What I do is I just start with one side here on the back. Hold it there for a second, make sure you get a good grab on it. And then as I wrap it around, I kind of squeeze at the same time. So it kind of brings in her waist, I guess we would call it. And see it kind of, you know, where it tightens it up a little bit there. So once it's all where I want it to be, then I just run some more hot glue around the pipe cleaner that goes around here. Kind of give it all a good squish, make sure it's sticking where you want it to. I'm going a little bit faster than normal. I usually let the glue dry a little bit more, but for video's sake. And then I wrap it back here. Depends, sometimes the end of the ribbon, you know, can get like a little bit of frays or a little raggedy, and I'll trim that off if I need to. Most of the time they look fine. And like I said, that was with a 4-inch length that I cut. I would normally hold that a little bit longer just to make sure that everything's secure there, but now that you've got the ribbon around there, it keeps this in place. It's not going to go anywhere. It keeps the halo in place. That won't go anywhere either. So then, like I said before, if you've got some frays here on the back, you just go and clip them off. No big deal. The fabric mesh and this rose gold deco mesh are probably one of the worst for fraying. So anything else that you use probably wouldn't be as bad. But like I said, I just thought the colors were really pretty, so I wanted to use them for this. And then if you have, you know, any in the front that you wanted to trim off. And then what I usually do, I just kind of take the two wing colors and I bend them out a little bit. And then it just kind of gives the whole bottom a little more fluff. But that's up to you guys if you want to do that or not. And that's it. That is the quick and easy little angel I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.